All right. Hello, hello. We are back to doing some blueprints. Me. I think this camera might be a little bit high. There we are. So, yesterday's stream was a bit of a doozy. A lot of shit happened. It was fun, though. I cannot say that it wasn't. But this time around, we're going to take it a little bit, a little easy. So, yeah. Let's get into some blueprints. Now, of course, I still have the notes that I made from last time, and we're just gonna have to figure it all out. From here, we're gonna do the entire game from here, right now. Even though everything I've heard about this game is that it will take hours upon hours to complete. Alright, right into it. So I do have memory of what I read here and stuff, what I saw here, but I don't really know any specifics as to what I should pursue. So, yeah, I guess it's just gonna be try to get to the antechamber. Alright. The den is a good one to start off with. That's a lot of doors to open. Give me that. I will also go through here now. And, let's see. I can go here and then up, if, that is possible. Or I could get a closet. You know what? Yeah, I think I get a closet here. Just because having items... Oh, really? Nothing special? Just a regular-ass key and a regular-ass gem? What a shame. Security. Immediately getting a security room is, an interesting one. Sure. Let's mess around with this then, eh? The security level, we want, we're gonna bank on getting a, we're gonna bank on getting a box. A lockbox. So, or not a lockbox, what's it called? We're gonna bank on getting, what is it called? Breaker room. So that I can turn off the doors and stuff. Yeah, so we still have this. Still don't know what that is. Yeah. Let's continue. Furnace. You're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. The other ones cost a lot of gems. I haven't seen the furnace, so let's see. It's a furnace. Gotta be something to do here. No? The vents connect up somehow. I wonder if there's something that requires, like, furnace. Aquarium is every color of room. Huh. That's something I haven't seen. Yeah, and it's just the fish. Oh, they're in little rooms. Little places. Little doohickeys. Now, I do know that if I get the pool and then I get the pump room, I can drain the aquarium. I don't know what benefit that would be, but, yeah. Alright, let's continue up. Chapel, archives, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. That's not good to get right now. I can't get this, so we have to use the chapel, which is fine. I don't have any money. Let's take a bit of a winding path here. Maid's chamber. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. That's not very good. The furnace must be something that's very important because, it just... Nothing. Also, lavatory, I think it's just red because it goes nowhere. Yeah, let's do maid's chamber. Ooh. Staff notice. The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of our benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending services may contact Miss Babbage for details. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by Friday, November 6th. So it is H.S. Sinclair. That's his name. H.S. Sinclair, Baron of House. We'll just call it that. Any tiny details? Anything I'd need a magnifying glass for? Little wash basin. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much else here. Nothing there. Nothing. Alright. Dark room. Nook. Or weight room. Lose half of my steps. I'll go with the nook. I think the nook will probably be okay. This is, yeah, that's that. Alright. Door is locked. I'll go through the chapel instead. That requires a gem. That gives me money. Sure. Does it also give me steps? No, I didn't get any of the fruit this time around. Dark room, lavatory. Dark room. Alright. I do know that there is gems and stuff in here that you can't see unless you turn the lights back on. And also there's a note that I need a magnifying glass to get. Now, I don't know if I think, yeah, the gems don't seem to spawn unless I actually turn the lights on. Oh. Security doors. Already? Damn, okay. This is not a good run. So I gotta go through the nook. Yeah. Through the nook. And then I gotta go hope for, like, a breaker room here. Hallway. Sure. Okay. This is doors in the what? Yeah, no. That's incorrect. I'll go backwards here. Billiard room, secret passage. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. Interesting. I don't know what the different colors actually mean. I haven't been paying attention. I'll try to do that. I mean, you see this, like, purple color seems to be the sleepy areas. Red is negative. Blue, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, give me those. Because I do need the steps. And the car keys. Would you look at that? Now I just need to find the garage, which I am not exactly sure where I would find it, but, you know. Just gotta keep going. Now, I think the in-game music is probably significantly quieter than it was before, just because, we turned it down quite heavily in, the previous stream. I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay. That looks fine. Garage! I need a gem for that. Fuck. That would have been so good. I could have gotten the car. But now I don't get the car. Because I didn't have a gem. Coin purse. Okay. It's a nice thing to get. Looks like the maid's room hasn't really swayed my luck too much because I've got about the amount of things that I would have otherwise. Okay. Yeah, I think gymnasium is the only one I can really do here. Damn, that got rid of a lot of them. Hoople sports. I can't crouch in this. That's a security door. Oh, that's a regular door. Nothing special about the basketball. Hoople sports. I'm trying to think about how, like, the possibility of everything contributing to a puzzle. I just have a feeling that every single room will somehow contribute to a puzzle in the end. Okay, that's my last key. Another garage that I need. I'll take the storeroom, but I think I might be a little bit fucked here. It's still, yeah, picture of the bluebird. Would have been nice to have that gem for the garage. Alright, well, time to waste a whole load of steps trying to get back to the den where I left an open spot. No. I shouldn't go into the guest bedroom. Honestly, a breaker room would be great here. Okay, there goes my coin. Anything I can take from here? Nah? Alright. It's interesting that this main character that we play as, very clearly has a lot of restraint. Because if I was given a place like this to explore, I'd be picking up everything. Like, you'd see pop up on the screen and all that fancy text font, candle. It can't help you at all. And I'd still, like, take 3 of them just because. Yeah, so I think I screwed up by setting the security doors to high. Doesn't work. Also, I wasted steps by going around for some reason. Good on me. Breaker room. Billiard room. Weight room. Okay. These are really the only things I can get right now. Music went away. Oh, no, it's just different music. Anything here? Oh, there was a bunch of this that I hadn't read. Swinburne author never considered herself a success. November 11th. Okay. Should I be taking down these? I'm assuming so, yes. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. Questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of the Blackwater, or of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap. Oh. Yeah, okay, so I went backwards a bit. There we go. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. And that's, Caleb Manning here with a face that you can't really make out. I bet there's some juicy details in this that I'd need the magnifying glass for. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the, waved down a local man. This is the 3rd major something. Last year, it is anticipated something charged by the Crown. Manning was the last person something. The trial begins... Huh, okay. Last up to something with grand treason. So this guy, Caleb Manning, went into, like, caught in some deep shit. Ooh. No traces discovered of Cinca Harris, or heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator, whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Miss Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Now, I am seeing these little cuts here. I'm not sure if they would fit into anything. I don't think so. But I got a bunch of pictures to go reference. In the case that I need it. Yeah, let me just do that. Marion Marigold, but also, more importantly, we have her full name, Mary Matthew Jones. Have I seen that before? No. Mary Matthew Jones, who is also alias of Marion Marigold. Alright, so I'm gonna have to keep track, because Marion Marigold is definitely an important character. And I don't think I have seen mention of this, Marion Matthew Gold. Or Jones, not Gold. Alright. So, we go through this. Observatory, West Wing Hall. West Wing Hall lets me get into the last remaining rooms. So, that's the best chance I get, really, at doing anything. Lady Clara Epson. So that's somebody... Yeah, we already know. There is a number of murders or disappearances or deaths that happened in this, apparently. Okay. It's archived. I doubt this is going to be anything of importance. Less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Well, I can't. So, let's just go with the parlor. See if I can get anything of importance here. A box next to this box contains gems. Both boxes next to this box contain gems. A box next to this box is true. So this is lying. This one's just saying some bullshit. Meaning that this one... Wait, no. A box next to this box contains gems. This one is lying. So that's a lying box. This is a lying box as well. This one's the true box, which means that this one has the gems. Would have been nice to get my hands on this before. So there's the gems. Anything else? No, does not look like it. A parlor game is a good early game thing to get, I'm realizing, because it gives you 2 gems to work with, which is pretty nice. Yeah, breaker box, oh, I'm stupid, I'm dumb. I had it, but then my brain just went, oh, get the next thing, just click on it, you're done. That breaker box would have saved this run. Fuck, I'm dumb. Alright. Well, we call it a day from here. That was a massive lapse in judgment there. Scarlet Villa. Ah, so that means I have a lot of red rooms in this. Alright. Well, we try again. I was also very low on steps anyways, so I probably wouldn't have gotten that much further, but still. I don't know how many days I have. It never told me if I had a certain amount of days. Oh, okay, that just tells me. Can be used while drafting to pay for special floor plans and can be used in shop rooms. Can I learn what the hell this is? No. No, I can't. Okay. Early money doesn't actually do much. Money isn't as important as things like keys and gems. Money just facilitates getting items. Utility closet. Last time, I wasn't able to do anything. Like, the closet did nothing for me. So I'm hesitant to use it. Because I'm realizing, like, it's 2 items, but those items could be just key and gem. So, I'm gonna bank on there being stuff to do with this breaker box. We're gonna turn off the keycard entry system. VAC indicators. I still don't know what these are. It's probably just some kind of input code. Is this a puzzle? Like if I turn these green and then that? No. I got one to be purple as well. Okay, I'm gonna just... whatever. Gymnasium's gonna get turned off immediately. Garage, I'm gonna turn on. Cabinet is still a thing to look at. What's this? Winding stairs and some... the constellation that I don't remember. Ooh, okay. So a bunch of bedroom stuff. This doesn't do anything for me. Spare bedroom. I don't know what spare bedroom does. I don't get it. It doesn't do anything for me. So, guest bedroom, because it gives me the immediate thing, and then I'm not going to be coming back here. Okay. Parlor might be a good idea. Yeah. Give me some gems early on. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a true statement. 2 of these statements are true. The statement on the blue box is true, so that makes both of these true. This one's lying. It's in this box. Eh? Yeah. There we are. Anything else in the room? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Next up. Food for sale. I mean, I've got a bunch of gems and I haven't seen the kitchen yet, so might as well take a look-see. Food. Ah, banana, club sandwich, or chef salad. Plus 5 steps for every green room in your house. I see. The porterhouse steak. A delightfully expensive steak cut. Bone-in and extra marbled for maximum tenderness. A perfect dish for those who love extravagance. 20 steps plus an additional plus 10 steps if you have a showroom in your house. The main course is served only in the dining room. Interesting. So I'd need to get the dining room, and then I'd need to get this. And if I have the showroom with me as well, then I get a massive bonus from that. Got it. Otherwise, this seems to not be that important a place to have. Let's go through this door. That soft locks me. So we're gonna do the chapel. Hey, a gem. Getting loads of gems, that's nice. A locksmith. Keys for sale. Okay, that's interesting. Considering that it's just kind of in the corner. Yeah, I'll take it. Let's take a look. One key is $5. 3 keys is $12. $8 for a special key and $10 for a lockpicking kit. Alright. Well, if I ever come across a lot of money, then I will see to it that I get that lockpicking kit. Because that seems pretty important. Courtyard. We're just gonna spend all our gems now. Did I see something happen with my cursor? No. Ooh, okay. It's powered off. And a shovel. That's nice. You dug up nothing of interest. A few unimpressive pebbles. All right. Could go for the den. Yeah. We'll go through the den, grab that gem. Anything else in here? Don't think so. Doesn't look like it. Oh shit. None of these actually, like, I can't go further with these. Like, this is the end of the run here. I'll take the banana. I'll take those. Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Let's see, can I buy anything? I'll have another banana. Sick. Now, were there other dirt piles? I don't believe so. I think this one's a bust. Dirt piles out here, maybe? No? Not at all? None, not a single dirt pile? Oh. Make a wish. I don't know what that does. That was just a thing that I did. I guess. Cool. I suppose it makes sense that this guy wouldn't be running around picking up everything. He refuses to walk on the flowers. Probably because he grew up a spoiled brat. I mean, this was his uncle's place. Alright. Mount Holly directory. I just pressed R. Ah, so this tells me all of the basic rooms. Okay. An unfinished, unfurnished room. Oh, man. Huh. There's a lot of words here, huh? This cozy lounge, furnished with couches and armchairs, serves as the perfect social setting for receptions and after parties. This is the most popular rooms for entertaining, and the late H.S. Sinclair was known to supply a myriad of parlor games to encourage his guests to think and conversate. Oh, so there's a load of words here as well. The mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number. Despite the house's official blueprint only showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room in the house in fact exists. Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest. And then these are... I see. So shops are this, like, beige. Red is red. They're the ones that do bad things to you. Green is outdoor, terrace, like this stuff. Hallways are the orange ones, and bedrooms are the purple ones. Got it. Scary. Spooky. Alright. Well, that run didn't go very well. It was a rather snug little cottage. I got pretty immediately soft-locked there. It's interesting having a game where the lose condition in a run is soft-locking. Because, you know, every other roguelike, you die if you lose, you know? You go and you get shot in the head, and then you restart. But in this, it's literally, you just accidentally make a corner that you can't get out of, and now you have to try again the next day. Boo, what a sad ghost. Coat check. One item and retrieve it on another day. That could be good. The den does seem like a better option, though. There's something down there? No. This game has such a distinct art style. It's crazy. Like, everything... Yeah, everything works well. And I'm just trying to think of, like, you know... Are there things that I'm missing? Am I fucking up? Okay, I don't need the kitchen. I'll make the hallway. This game's almost spooky, but from what I know, and I know very little, it's just eerie. I don't think there's anything spooky in this game. Is anything scary? Patio. Spread gyms in each green room. I don't have any green rooms. It'd probably be a better idea to just go into the storage room. Is this. Blueprints of the blueprints. Is there anything written here? Nah, it's just a picture of the blueprints of the house. And my uncle in World War II. Or would that be one? I haven't really internalized the the time period of this game. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. A nook or a parlor? I'll spend the gem, why not? Yeah, so that's that. Let's go here. Secret passage. Or billiard room. Let's redraw it since I have the option to. Observatory. We're really making a winding path here, huh? So I got another one of those gem things. Oh. We can spin the globe. It doesn't seem to do anything. Alright. In that case... Oh, this is already just looking out the window. Probably because I already did it. The slice of pizza. That's a totally real constellation right there. Absolutely real. What's with all these globes that do nothing? Oh, it is actually changing where it lands. Huh. This... I don't know what this globe is of, because... This is a different world. This is not Earth. I think. This is like what colonists would make as a map after being on a boat ride for years. Now, it's interesting to have two of those rather, not three. There might be a third. But it does imply something, you know. Normally interactables imply some kind of solution. Alright. All of these stop me. I think parlor just to get the gems. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true, which means that it's in the white box. Wait, no, hold on. Let me think a little bit more critically here. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true. So, I believe this is false because that would imply that all of them are true, which is not how that works. Which means that this one's lying, which means that this one's telling the truth. Okay. Whew. Took a little bit more brain usage than usual. Oh, hey. There's the car keys. The game, I can tell, wants me to get the car. It keeps on giving me the car keys. It's a good thing, this isn't yesterday. Because that would be a bad idea. Alright. Courtyard, corridor. I'll do the courtyard because it gives me the most options. If I get an extra key, I'll do that. But right now, I don't want to risk... I don't want to risk losing. Oh, hey, an extra key. Oh, beyond an extra key, it is a silver key. Got it. Let's use a key. What is this? Ooh, a lockpick kit. We'll occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. So, the very, very much, yeah, well, it might work kind of deal. When you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. I don't need that. Corridor, because I would prefer for the door on the other side of it to be unlocked. So there's security. Okay. So we have a thing now. I go into security. I check for any doohickeys and thingamajigs. No? No? No. Okay. We go to this. Into the keycard system. Keycard system settings. Set security level. We're going to set the security level to high. Confirm. Change offline mode. Unlocked. Confirm. Back. So from here, I'm soft locked again. Oh, wait, no. I have that. But first, we're going to trek back to here. So that I can go turn off the keycard. I'm also going to turn off the gym. Turn on the garage. So now, hopefully this means that I have done the correct order of operations to gain access to a bunch of free rooms. Ooh, and dark room. That's really good, actually. So, in the dark room, I have to walk in, and then I can walk out. I'm going to be using up a lot of these steps. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 steps, leaving me with 16. I gotta do it, though. I should have done it in a different order. Okay. Now we go all the way back. And we can go in here and actually look around for things, like keys. Okay, it's the same images. Same things. There's the tree that was chopped down. This is definitely a room that requires the magnifying glass to get anything of significance out of it. It seems as though our uncle was a bit of a photographer. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to use this corner room here. Let's see. Veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. I don't need that. However, the guest bedroom is very, very nice to get at this point. And I got a key card, meaning that the whole thing where I went back and forth was unnecessary. Because I'd just be able to open up keycard locked doors. Yippee. Alright, but we're still going. Nook, laundry room, or showroom. I don't have the means to go for a showroom. So we're just gonna get the Nook. Okay, that gives me more steps. This will give me some steps if I am lucky. So hopefully I get lucky. There we go. So there's the steps. Lockpicking kit. Hey, it worked. Gymnasium. I'm real low on things, so I'm just gonna put bedroom. I have the means to go through a lot of locked doors. So I'm just gonna press forwards under the assumption that I'll be able to get through some distance. Bunk room. Well, that would soft lock us. So, sadly, it looks like I am going to have to use the chapel. It's fine, though. I have a fair amount of money, and I don't really want to spend it right now. Is the boudoir. Okay. Boudoir. Ah! Spooky. Yeah, Cinca Co. So I do remember Cinca being a name that showed up previously. I'm just double checking the I'm double checking the paper clippings that we saw before, but it does not look to be anything. There is also the periodic table of elements image that I have. Let's see. If I were to do an actual periodic table of elements, periodic table of elements, I might be able to find a clue. Why is it so hard to just get a regular ass table of elements here? There we are. So, I'm not sure how many of these go into that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 things, letters, in Cinca Co. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Doesn't seem to do anything. But if I get the periodic table of elements and then I grab this image, which I will be pulling up on stream now. So this is the image that I'm looking at. Do these show up in the actual table of elements? So first I'd be looking for S or SY. Is there any S or SY? S is sulfur. 2. So S is 2. Y doesn't show a number. Okay. I think we've immediately derailed, unless, admittedly, this table of elements is a little wonky, but that 5... Let me see if I can find one that equates well here. You gotta zoom in on the image. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't work. SY, Y is not like one of these things that I can do. Meaning that this is a different cipher. Still a cipher though, so I'm gonna want to check it out at some point. Is that a key? I'll take that. Shoes. Lockpicking kit? Hey, lockpicking kit works 2 out of 2. Billiard room seems to be the only way to go. And I know how to do the billiard puzzle, so let's do it. 1. 20. What was it again? Let me go back to the image. Subtraction, multiplication is pink. The 20 minus 3 is 17. 2 times 2 is 4. 20 divided by 5 is 4. 20 minus 10 is 10. Times 2 is 20. Divided by 4 is 5. There we go. I do actually have the means to just kind of run around through the doors now. And a bunch of coins. I'll take those. Do I have anything to buy stuff? No. I don't have anywhere to buy. No, that would be a problem. Does not reset each day. The foundation. Okay. Cool thing we have here. There's a dumbwaiter. Oh. For a second I thought I was not able to fall through that hole. Turns out I might be able to fall through that hole. I don't want to. Now I can get through these without a problem. Yeah! Okay, study. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans. Don't need that. Commissary. Items for sale. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I'm down. Because I've hit rank 8. Wait, have I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. So, I gotta get a little bit further before I can get there. In addition, there's also a lever in one of these side rooms that I should be going for. Now I'm doing this just because of the chance that this is a garage. No. food for sale. I think I might do that. Because I have a bunch of money. Oh, hey, it's got a very nice window out into the yard. I have a bunch of money, and I need steps. Club sandwich is 15 steps. Tomato soup, 5 steps for every red room in my house. And beef stew pie. Plus an additional 10 steps if you have a boiler room. Boiled chuck stew, layered and then baked to perfection. Topped with a mashed potato Parmesan cheese crust. Main course is served only in the dining room, while the dining room is adjacent. I don't know. Okay, so I guess this just means this is what I'm going to be eating in the dining room. I will get the club sandwich. Yeah, and then the banana. In the banana. Just give me more steps. Alright. Now this, I'm intrigued by. It's probably has something to do with, actually, that's the lever. Does not reset each day. That's the lever that opens up the antechamber, is it not? Huh. I might want that. It would make sense that the foundation, the thing that does not reset, is also where the lever is, so. Spare room or commissary. I don't need a commissary. Spare bedroom's really the only way to go. Now I need something that goes up. That way. Actually, you know what? Just to be extra sure that I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll just use regular ASCII. Rumpus room. It just gives me a bunch of money. Coat check. Actually, I might take that. Actually, yeah, no. Hey, what's up? Check item. I want to check out. The key card, maybe? The key card would make the hurdles of the breaker room and the like security room significantly easier. Although the lockpick kit might I'm not sure between the two. Both of these seem pretty important. I'll do lockpick kit. On any day you have a coat check in your house. Got it. Alright, and now here's hoping that I will have good luck here. Special keys. Yes. We want to use that because that means I get a number of rooms. Yeah, so I can only get the conference room. Items will be spread throughout the house. They are placed in this room instead. That's fine. Now, it would be nice to have that pool, because then I could get, you know, the boiler room, and then the stew would be significantly better for me. Safe code 9083. Even though it's written in red, so I don't think it doesn't work like that, sadly. Garage. I'd need a gem for that, so it's a no. Alright, there's my food. Would you look at that? That's not what I thought it would be. Dinner served. Country stew pie. Okay, I guess it is what that is. Oh, because it's a stew pie. I could save this or not. I'm going to eat it. Yum, yum. That sets me up quite well. I think, yeah. I might want to just go to the antechamber, or antechamber. Just to see what's up there. Wine cellar. Gives me a bunch of that. Freezes your accounts. So money and gems accounts will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. I don't have any, so that's fine. Now, the wine cellar is intriguing to me. Like coat of arms and a quip, because that's a bunch of Roman numerals. And I saw there were Roman numerals in the church. The chapel. Or whatever it was. Anything else in the room? Doesn't look like it. Okay. We're just gonna continue. Walking closet, rumpus room. Well, I gotta go with the rumpus room, I suppose. Alzara. Do not have any coins. That is true. Man, this room, it's so rumpus. Oh, hey, that's a lot of coins. I suppose there is something to be done with the Alzara. I am locked this close.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Hi.
I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find.
Cat.
I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
All right. Glad to have a chat, you know? That's pretty cool. Now, is there going to be a... It's completely silent. Is there going to be a moon in here? Yeah, I suppose the gymnasium is my next thing to do. Nope, it's just... Yep, closed door. Office and passageways are here. Well, this is the only one that doesn't require all my gems. And I don't think we've seen this, actually. Mount Holly Library. Book request form. In library use only. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Please select 1. The Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, Andrew Darrell, Swimbird, Marion Marigold. That seems like an important one. History of Orindia by Caleb Manning. That's another one that's pretty important looking. The Fixed Stars by Richard Witt. The Pump System User Manual. Gotcha. And then Drafting Strategy Architectural Digest. The above signee is responsible for all materials checked out using this form and understands new requests cannot be made on days in which a previously requested book or periodical has been pulled. Well, let me go refer to the notes here, because I do have a note that says, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Doesn't look like we've got any. So that now I already know how to do the pump. The pump is easy. At least the part that I know. Swimbird and History of Orindia seem like the main thing. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington might give me a hint as to something to do with the image of Reddington that is in one of the rooms. I forget specifically which one. But let's just start... I'm curious. Simon P. Jones. Okay. That is a crazy hint. So, Simon P. Jones. What that just did is it told me the familial relation between H.S. Sinclair and Mary Matthew Jones, also known as Marion Marigold. Marion Marigold is somehow related to me, the character, and the character, me, am the nephew of H.S. Sinclair. So Mary Matthew Jones is going to either be the main character's, sister or mother. Interesting. So we're able to build out a bit of a family tree here. Now, what I'm gonna do, yeah, History of Arindia. That's the one I'm gonna look for. What's this? Nothing. It's an empty book. Additional reading. The House Directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. I figured that out before. Okay. Nothing much more. Here's that spiral staircase that showed up in Oh, I see how that works. It takes control over my camera. I was very confused for a second. Mount Holly records. Temporal records. Total time, 3 hours, 50 minutes. Total days, 8. Longest day, 48 minutes. Average day, okay. So this is just like a... just a record thing. Let's see. Puzzle records. Billiard rooms, 3. Dartboard solved, 3. Parlors drafted, parlor solved. So I have solved everything. Everything that has been made available to me. Except for any puzzle that I have not been aware of. Which there probably have been a lot. What's this one? Mount Holly scrapbook. My first claim ticket. Lockpick kit. First item checked. Huh. So this is just a bunch of things. Interesting. Either this, like, picked up. I don't know if this is different somehow, depending on what I've done. The idea that I went and looked at the photo and then went back to double check on the tree and noticed that it was gone, and now there is a picture of the tree being gone. I don't know if that's, like, in the game or if this is a hint as to the what became of the tree. And then there's, of course, these pictures here. My favorite floor plans. Can't seem to ever pass it up. The parlor is good. I see. So this is contraptions I've made. There's contraptions. Largest purchase was a club sandwich. Maybe one day, most avoided floor plans. Because it's useless, to my knowledge. Lavatory garage. I don't want to. It's just I can't. And bunk room. That's fair. Oh, wait. No. These are things that I have seen. These are notable things that I have come across. Got it. All right. Well, we're going to go up here. I'm running low on keys. You know what? I'll do this last one. Attic. 8 items. Or a music room. 1 major key, 1 minor key. And then this freezes that. Oh, I don't really want any of these. Because I want the gems. This one helps me. Yeah. Negative 16 degrees Celsius. Which is a detail I suppose is important. Okay. If I wanted to get that, I'd probably do that. Dotted lines. Yeah, so I'd just have to... I'd have to turn up the heat somehow. For staff... Not for staff use. Is that what that said? Master Sinclair's personal freezer. It's got a key and it's got a note. Okay, so now having a furnace room with the freezer room seems important. Gotcha. let's make our trek all the way back, because we have reached the end of that. Now, I could only really hope to... I couldn't do a garage anyways, now that I think about it. Okay, there goes that last one. Study. While drafting, you may spend... whatever. Can't do that. Fine. Lavatory. You have your day. Yep. It's literally nothing. Actually nothing in this room. That makes sense. Alright. Well, in that case, is there anything left to do? There's no more open nooks. There's nothing else. It seems to all be done. So, I think we are going to have to call it a day. With the exception of your frozen assets. Makes sense. All right. Mount Holly, Stately Banquet Hall. Yeah, that is quite the building. Eh. We are going to take a quick break now. Yeah, we will be back. I guess these are interesting rooms. I'm not sure. We will be back shortly. Hello, hello, hello. I will quickly open some soup over here. All right. The soup is very hot, but it's very good. So I got pretty close there. And I guess the foundation's gonna stick around, huh? There it is. So now I know exactly where I need to go for one lever. One lever. I am not gonna touch the utility closet. I'm gonna do that. Okay, yeah, this is where we get this image of Reddington. I have a feeling that there's probably going to be something, like, in that book. It says, next to the building with the spire on top, you will see, and then I'll like, use a magnifying glass and see something. But until then, I'm just going to ignore it. Okay. So those show up now. Anything in this room? Gotta scour the room a little bit. None of these are particularly good. The den's pretty good, but eh. Closet, storeroom, or parlor. I'll try the closet. Maybe the closet has something for me. Okay, a reroll's nice. Okay, yeah, that's the schematic. They randomize the images that show up, which is interesting to say the least. Let's do the den. That connects right back up. Corridor. Digital. Corridor. Digital. I've recently been watching a lot of their stuff because, like, I grew up with Corridor Digital as one of the things that really inspired me as a kid, and so for a long time I didn't watch them very much, and I've been getting back into them, and their stuff is good. It's just good. The black box is empty. The black box is true. The black box is black. So it's not in the black box, I guess. No, this is true. This is lying, so it's in the black box. Okay. Because otherwise, if this was in a state of, like, meh, like, if this could be true, could be false, then it wouldn't actually give us a proper answer. That's the only possible answer it could have been to give us a singular answer. Yeah, I'm thinking hallway. Guest bedroom. Sure. Okay, it seems as though the car keys almost always show up in the guest bedroom at a certain point. Maybe I'm wrong, but the car keys are, like, they're very common right now. The game wants me to get the car. Either that or I'm getting weirdly lucky for specifically the car keys. I just need to find the garage. Okay, we'll keep doing this. Get a nice photo of the outside. By photo, oh, wait, hold on. It's all boarded up. From this side specifically. Lady Clara Epson. We don't know who that is yet. Lady Clara Epson. You're more likely to draw green rooms. You know what? Sure. Ah, what a cozy little place. And, oh, anomalous size of room. Alright. There's a gem. There's a number of gems, actually. Huh. And a hammer. This is a good room. Hold on. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain, the clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin, so toss away. These sheets you find a worthy trade. Toss your gems and coins away. These sheets, which is bold, you find worthy. Trade. Not sure. But I have a picture of that now. Nah. So there's my one lock. And there's the garage. I think this might end the run here. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, the garage door needs to be opened because of the breaker box. This oil spill. Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for, his lordship. Your absence must be accounted for. Miss Babbage. Christoph. Christoph. So now I need to try to get a breaker room. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights. A small garage on the south edge of Twinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk. So just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today. But you never know when the cat will want to get some coin or get some air. Now, I'm bad at reading cursive. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and believe Denny already has payment ready. Booze and an upgrade disc, I suppose? A floor plan upgrade disc to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. Huh. Like, I'm assuming that I'm not finished here, but I couldn't know. Yeah, so I can go through here and then just straight shot it back to the start. Like so. Oh! Hey, would you look at that? Garage goes on. And now I think that might be it. I might be able to leave. We'll have to see though. Maybe I am about to get duped real hard. But let me just double check this. 14227. And the person who drove this was Christophe. Hey, there we are. I suppose I don't know how to drive, actually, so I'll just walk. Is that the greenhouse? Huh, it is. It does, in fact, show the greenhouse from the outside. Is this anything? No. But the music is very, like, positive and nice. That tree is doing some damage, holy. Some very nice music. Ah, there we go. Can I can unlock that now. Just fucking throw it into the grass. I don't need it anymore. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. So now I can go here. I don't know for what purpose I would go over here, but I can. Why is this music so, like, soulful? What the hell? Oh. Interesting. This is just like an extra thing. Root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Tool shed, 2 special items, or hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. Oh! This is meta progression. I now have access to this for when I want to continue. Huh. Well, let's do special items for now. And then, yeah, I can go back through here. Wait, no, I'm soft-locked. Never mind. We're soft-locked here, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah. Ooh, magnifying glass? I might be able to take this in and do something with it. And then a shovel. That's good. That's good to have on hand. Now, where would I have things that I need to read? The garage. The garage has several things to read. So, there's nothing particularly interesting about this part here. This message here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything hidden in that. Oh shit, that's a lot of keys. Oh, wait, hold on. Is there anything in here? It's very possible. Let me just scrub over this. I don't see anything in particular. Hey, Biz, are you still here? I don't know how to translate musical notation like this, but Biz does, from what I know. Biz, you around? I suppose he ain't. He probably left. That's fine, though. Oh! That's one of the broken levers. That's the lever that was said is broken. It's all the way down here, interestingly enough. So if I get a green room on that point, then you know, it'll do thing. Lorry. Do we see a lorry anywhere else? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I might be exhausting this. Outer room, tool shed. Permanent additions. I love that. That gives me such a sense of accomplishment. Having actually made some kind of meta progression in this is nice. Alright. I don't think there's much else to look at here. The White Sea of Yore. Snap a photo of that. And then we got this mistletoe. Oh, it's a mistletoe made in the shape of the mountain range that's just outside the building. Herbert F. Sinclair. So his first name is Herbert. That's something that would probably show up in the future. But, yeah, no, that's that mountain right there. Has the mistletoe shape in the top of it. I don't know what that does. I can only do it once. Alright. Gonna call it a day for that. A quaint cottage. Let's keep going. That was a very satisfying thing. They did this game, its atmosphere is top notch. Having that whole thing that just happened there, it where I got extra thing, got the permanent upgrade thing, and then the nicest, most soulful music played. It really feeds into a sense of accomplishment. Now let's go take advantage of this bonus that we have here. Shelter. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted. Adds 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. And this is for items. I kind of want to just go explore what the hell the shelter does or is, because this is interesting room to have, and it has fittingly foreboding music. Time lock safe. Time lock safe, huh? That's the most colorful piece of art on the wall we've seen. You got cans of soup, unlabeled. Time lock. Safe. Huh. Welcome to Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. Time lock safe. The shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. An unlock date. So, if I did this next... Come on. Next stream. October... What would that be? 7 days from now. So that would be October 17th. Enter an unlock time. We can go 5 p.m. A measurement of the radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's laboratory. If this reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically lock. Okay, point 1. And then log into the network. Sinclair? Incorrect. Alright. Ooh. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Ah. Red Guard. What's the Red Guard? The Red Guard. Student-led paramilitary movement in China. I think this might be like a made-up thing. However, this is interesting. Still not... So, he was housing 3 people. Sinclair was housing 3 people down here. And obviously, shelter's been mentioned. You know, the shelter is on the breaker box. So, who are the people who he was hiding? Could it have something to do with the disappearances of people? I'm just rereading, looking through a bunch of these, bunch of the notes to see if there's any mention of the shelter. Terminal password. Could it be shelter? Incorrect. So it's not that. All right. Well, let's make a little bit of progress, shall we? Ah, okay. So that's not there anymore. It was removed. Like, specifically and explicitly removed. Got it. These flowers have changed. They've changed significantly. They never were this purple, I don't think, but I didn't pay close enough attention to them to be able to tell. Alright, let's start off with the den, eh? Now, I should take advantage of the shelter that I put down and place a number of red rooms. Okay, so give me one of them ivory dye. Yeah, let's just do that. Because from here, I can draw and redraw without issue. Chapel, okay, so I wouldn't waste it on that. The nook is the only one that actually proceeds forwards. Won't go in there yet. Servants' quarters. +1 key for each bedroom in your house. Security. Coat check. I could get the lockpick. Might as well. Hello. Can I have my lockpick? Thank you. Wait, hold on. I have it. Okay. coupon book. Save $1 on each purchase you make in the estate. Okay. That could be helpful. If I'm spending a lot. Yeah, bunk room doesn't do anything for me. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. I wouldn't want to do that so early in. The gems are in a box with a statement. The gems are in the black box. So it's in the black box. Shit. How was I supposed to do this one? Because I could it's either in this or in this. This is either telling the truth. Yeah, that I don't think this one was solvable. The gems are in the black box. Because I don't even know which of these two there would be. And the gems are in a box that has a statement on it. Yeah, I don't know how I would be able to suss that out. But, you win some, you lose some. Now, we do have a number of, I believe, safe codes that we could test out. So, here's hoping I get a boudoir. Oh, this is actually a pretty good chapel to go with. And it doesn't cost me a cent. Alright. Patio. Spread. I never end up having multiple green ones in there. Ah, the garage has 3 keys. I don't... Yeah, whatever. It's a lot of keys. So that's very much the same. I should have used the lockpick first. I don't have gems for those, so I'll just have to do the hallway. Let's go backwards. A storeroom would be good here. Give me that. Grab that and that. Are there any other things that can show up in the storeroom? There's nothing in here. I keep on using the keys just without thinking. Let's go with the pantry. I don't know. This would be just an empty room. It doesn't change. We're really taking a snaking path here. Then up and around and... Okay. There's the utility closet. If I wanted to open up the garage again, I could, but I don't really want to do that. So instead, we'll take the West Wing Hall. Dining room. Dining room really serves, like, later game purposes, huh? It does have a lot of entrances, though, so I'll leave it be. Lockpick kit. Fucking the goat. Gymnasium, that's fine. Because I'm sheltered from it. And I'd need a key card. Yeah, less common things, that's fine. Give me the apple. What's this? Oh! This is the book that I wanted. Ah, interesting. Manning, Caleb, History of Orindia. So, it was taken out by Herbert F. Sinclair, Mary Jones, and then Detective Von Margle. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fen Ares Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department's standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. So, Orindia seems to be this seems to be a fake place. Completely fake. Everything about it is not related to our world in real life. So there's a detective that took this book out in 2 different circumstances. Detective Von Margle. Book out. History of Orindia. And just to make sure. 2nd edition by Caleb Manning. Oh, wow. There is a lot that was redacted. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the Elder Generation, or E of the Elder Generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. So, yeah, there's a whole lot of interesting conversation about how, like, there was mention of criticism towards the writer Mary Marigold for writing something that went against the monarchy. And it seems as though there is a very distinct attempt here to censor anti-monarchy literature. Because obviously there's a lot here. There's a lot here that's been redacted to allow it to say, yeah, we must allow them to get us to stop talking about it. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as a Era, by the ascension of the first king, whose name, Orus, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Orus was known, before his coronation, as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence. whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Orus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Orus, and by the end of the 1st century, the bunch of stuff happened. A new kingdom was born. How long does it go? Ooh. Second era. It was the 4th king who split this vast domain in 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest, he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest, he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Araja, whatever, a land steeped in tradition. That's it. As the second era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the 3rd era was defined by something. Commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of prosperous and bright future. Might be where the globes come in. As the kingdom entered the 4th era, a different kind of ruler took the reins to power. King Dissolits III was something. King who was often seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. Okay, I can't move that. I can. Dissolits was renowned as the king of blank. No one, when he made the decision to move something, castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and something were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his common folk. These voices planted the seed, which took root in grand city of Fen. How much more? There is so much more of this. Baron Sinclair. Thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning, with this letter, the book that you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive. I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orindia could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the uncensored copy as the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margul, Redguard. This is the guy who came looking. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Dissolits III, the 4th era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. On the very next day, the 6th of October, Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Dissolets the Fourth shared something little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city street, stained in red. The pacification of Fen. So this is, I suppose, a moment of, it's what it is. I can't describe it better than it is saying. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Okay, that's a lot of deaths. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death, he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. I wonder where we are. Interesting. So this is where you've got the Red Prince. The guy. Prince died, but I don't know. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3 Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araya, once again stand united as allies, though the distance between our peoples has grown. Our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. Interesting. Well, that was a whole load of lore right there. A good hearty lore drop right there. That probably will help in the future trying to figure shit out, but until that happens, let's check out the boiler room. I've definitely seen mention of the boiler room. Okay. That's now going through there. That's going through there. Where do I want it to go? Oh. That activates that door. So I want it to go to this pipe here. Let's see what this does for me. There's something that opens a door. And that... Ooh, there's a elevator there as well. So let's see real quick. What does this one do? Okay. I see. So we're gonna do this. Gonna activate that, which activates that. I can't do anything with that right now. There we go. Okay, I stopped it at a good time. And now, with that, I can swap that around. Activate this. And now... Oh, that's going up. Let's put it over here. Activate this now. This is a full-on puzzle room. So there goes that. Ah, I need the water to go to both sides of this door. Also this. Might have something bad there. Not sure. Yeah, so that does that. I don't need it to do that yet. So we are going to go over here instead. One of 3 things is activated on this. Not sure what this does. So now I can actually go here. This side, that's the one that connects to the door there. That connects there. So we are going to put that vertical now. That's now feeding up there. We can put this back here. And this will now feed... Oh, that feeds the door. And it feeds this. The red box. Okay, hold on, I fucked up. We're looking for this. So now it's inputting there, and I can get up here. So all of them are inputting now. I don't know. Something major is happening there. Now, I guess... Oh, the music is ramping up a bit. I guess, the music's ramping up a lot. Yeah, now I want to open this door. Which means this one has to be plugged in at the same time as this one being plugged in. Oh, that keeps going? That keeps going. Okay, that's that. There's so many noises happening and I'm kind of afraid, but we continue forward. Yeah. Oh, interesting. In order to get up here, I have to do this. So, let's see. I could go over here now. Swap this. So now it's opening that. Go back down. So now that side's open. This side is open. Is it open? No, it's not open because this isn't. There's things happening. Scary, scary things happening. The red box... I don't know what the red box does. But I need to somehow get up here. Well, could I even get through that door? I need to somehow get up here. While not... Okay, so that does this, but it doesn't open up the door. The door is locked. Lockpick kit. Okay. Then I'll use the regular lock. Or the key, rather. This connects to one of these three things, I guess. Like, does it need to be something in particular? Oh. Oh, wow. That's connected up. Also, the lights stayed on. Probably because of the shelter. Also, if I wanted to, I could go back to the dining room. I still have need for the magnifying glass in this room so that I can do... Wait. Where's the paper again? This? No. There's a piece of paper that had a line. That I would need. It had a line of text on it disguised as just a regular ass graph. But it's not here this time. Either that or I am mistaken. But this is a very interesting thing here. we've managed to open this up. I don't know why this is just opened. I don't know how that worked, but we managed to do this. Now, if I wanted to, could I... Okay, I could swap this to whichever side, meaning that this is part of a even broader puzzle. Oh, man. That's what I need it for. Or furnace. Is that it? It's just a key? Oh, goody. The furnace provided me with a key after doing that. Nice. All right. Let's keep going. Oh, why is it like this? The only one I can do is the boudoir. And the boudoir doesn't have this, so... That seems to be the end of that line of exploration there. Yeah. There's a fly that's been bothering me this entire time. Okay. We do, however, have a couple of password possibilities that we can try. So, what we're going to look at first, let me just skip through to it. 14227. 14227. No. Next one is... Yeah, I'm not sure. Also, I just realized that I could... I know when the time is now. The date and time on the library book thing tells me exactly when we are. We're November 16th. Or rather, we were November 16th. But I don't even remember where that was useful for. So, man, there's a lot of thinking going on. Yo, what's up, Cheese? How's it going? Okay. So, we're going to leave that be for now. That's a dead end. The library probably doesn't need any boiler room power and stuff. Really, the only thing I succeeded in doing is, I made a key. A regular-ass key. So where to from now? We can just go backwards, I suppose. Yeah, so we gotta go here. I am running out of steps, but... Would you look at that? What is this? Wood-fired pizza. How's pizza gonna get a job now? Anyways. Popped in to say Happy Thanksgiving. Wait, is it Thanksgiving? Today? Tomorrow. Maybe. Wait, held on, yeah, the second Monday in October. So you're off by a day. But thank you for letting me know, because I would not have known that. You've always done it today. A lot of people do it, like, the day before or after, because Monday is a work day. But, yeah, no. Thanks for dropping in. Summer truffle sauce smothered in fronting cheese, or fontina cheese, wild mushrooms, and spiced salamis. Bye. Have a good one. Cooked to perfection with just the right amount of char. Ugh, I'm dying. Plus an additional 10 steps if you have a furnace. I have a furnace. Why am I hiccuping? All right. That's blocked. Which means, I guess I could go all the way. No, not that way. Let's go back to the start. This really is just a winding path that I made, huh? Okay. There we go. Back here with 30 steps. That's pretty good. Everything is now more... like, everything is now bubbling, which is interesting. Okay, I would love to have the wine cellar, but I don't have any gems. I have no means to get gems. Yeah, no. I think this might be the end of the run. So, yeah. Alright. Well, can do that. Maybe that just makes my next run lucky. I don't know. But I'm gonna keep doing that as long as I have the ability to. Yeah. I think I might end it off tonight, or for today. Just because I am starting to get tired and hungry, and I want to go eat more food. I had eaten like half a bowl of soup. So, you know. It is... Now that's an interesting thing to see. Just, it doesn't imply anything in particular, but in the storeroom there is a hand-drawn picture of that little blue duck right there. It's interesting. I guess it only implies that my character has been to the house before, which is not something new. We know that. But still, interesting. Interesting. But yeah, no, I'm gonna call it for tonight, I think. Because I am tired, I am hungry, I want to eat food. Yeah. Here, let me check this area just last. Did I have a code, a 4-digit code at any point? There is that red note that said a 4-digit code. Did I take a picture of that at all? Did I? Did I not take a photo of that red note? I didn't. Well, it looks like that is something I'm going to have to pursue another time. For now, convenient little log there preventing me from getting through. For now, I'm going to call it. So, yeah, thank you to everybody who dropped by, everybody watching and all that. And, yeah, I will see you tomorrow for the art stream. Have a good one, and bye-bye.